Dr. Sharon Barnes here with your ADU tip of the week. Usually when I start talking to people about the benefits of adding an additional living unit to their property and tell them about the new law in California that makes it easier for homeowners to do so, the first question that they ask is, how much does it cost? Well, when it comes to accessory dwelling units or adding another living unit on your property, cost is a variable. There are a lot of components and moving pieces that must be answered before we know exactly how much your ADU unit will cost. So, the tip for this week is to focus on your purpose. What is the purpose of the ADU? After you've determined that you're interested in exploring adding a dwelling unit to your property, your next step should be to define your purpose. Are you interested in adding an accessory dwelling unit to your property for rental income? Will it be long-term tenants? Or will you handle it like an Airbnb for short-term tenants? Will it be for your parents or a loved one to age in place? Will it be for a college student that because of COVID will not be living on campus, that you want to keep your child close to you, and so it would be for a college student in your backyard? Or are you thinking that your house is too big for you now that you may be an empty nester? So you want to build an ADU so you could live in the backyard and rent out the larger house, which will increase your rental income? All these things are possible with an accessory dwelling unit. But you must decide what your purpose is to start with, because keeping a focus on the purpose throughout the process can save you time and money. It will certainly help you to make better decisions during the design process if you lead with your purpose in mind. For instance, if it's going to be for rental property, long-term tenants, then it's budget driven and more economical. You want finishings and flooring and appliances that will have some longevity, that you won't have to be repairing all the time, that would be sustainable. If it's going to be short-term rentals, you have higher traffic. So the floor would have to be something that can endure high traffic. Your plumbing, your appliances, you want something because there will be people coming in and out. And if it's successful Airbnb, there's going to be a lot of usage on the appliances, on the structure. So you want to build it where it will sustain your guests' needs, give them a pleasurable experience, and give you a passive income or extra income without a lot of headaches. If, on the other hand, you want to downsize and move into the accessory dwelling unit and rent out your larger house, then maybe luxury guides your purpose. You want all the bells and whistles because it's going to be for you. Okay? If it's for a college student or a young family, maybe it's comfort. Maybe it's the utility when you have kids and so forth. So all of this makes a difference when you come to your design component, your amenities, your finishings, your materials that you use in the ADU. During this construction phase, all these decisions would have been made. But if you focus on your purpose as you go down the path of putting together your team, designing your ADU, deciding what fixtures and appliances you're going to put in them, which way you're going to do the landscape and the hardscape on the outside. If you focus on your purpose, then you make better decisions, which again will save you time and money. And in the end, when the project is finished, it can definitely become a great source of extra income, so you can go and invest in your family, in your future, and maybe buy another property and rinse and repeat and do it again. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been thought-provoking. Now, I would encourage you to leave any comments you have about adding an additional dwelling unit to your property. Leave it in the comments below, because as I come weekly with tips and resources, I will answer and address your questions so I can be a greater benefit to you and help your dream of having an ADU in your backyard become a reality. Again, Dr. Sharon Barnes, I look forward to seeing you next week for our next tip on accessory dwelling units.